Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. I want to welcome you to today's version of Supernatural Saturday. Supernatural Saturday, where we are going to be covering the concept of returning to your OM. I found that was an interesting play on words, returning to your OM. As we will be doing a meditation today, that will be a summary and an integration of the energies that came earlier in the week from Shortcuts for Your Soul. For those of you that may be new to Supernatural Saturday, this is an addendum to Shortcuts for Your Soul, where the activities, the questions, the answers, the themes that the divine energies coming through me articulated on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday get expressed in the form of an integrative process of meditation to take those energies, to bring them into our mental and our physical architecture so that we can utilize those energies effectively in our lives. Remember, once you bring an energy into the system and you anchor it in consciously and deliberately, it changes the way your mind and body work when you do this consciously. And today is about returning to your OM, OHM, but it's also a play on words, they said, the word home, which is where we are when we are in what I call unity consciousness, when we're in alignment with the spirit, with our bliss, with our joy, with life in general. That's called being at Om. I like that. And I'm just going to move this over here now. So I want to welcome everybody here. If you're new, I hope you enjoy the show, and I hope you'll come back and join us on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for Shortcuts for Your Soul, where we pick a different theme, or we bring a different being or a different group of beings through to articulate specific ideas and life lessons about what our lives are individually, but also as how we function as a collective humanity. And there's such a broad range of subjects, everything from our relationship with each other to our relationship to life in general. It's very important to understand what that is, that we are electrically interconnected. Everything in this physical dimension, everything in the mental dimension is electrically interactive and connected. We are all connected electrically, energetically. And one of the very basic premises of all the work that comes through these beings comes from the premise that emotion is the fifth state of energy. Emotion is the fifth state of energy. We got solids, liquids, gases, plasmas, and emotion. My guardian angel almost 10 months ago, John, told me that emotion is the fifth state of energy, and it is that energy which organizes matter. Emotion organizes matter. And isn't that amazing? Because the quality of our emotions is something we have choice over. A lot of people have been misled to believe that we have no control over our thoughts and feelings, and this is the greatest possible lie one could be given or one could believe. You have absolute dominion and control and authority over your thoughts and emotions when you cultivate the awareness that you do. And this is very important. You must consciously become aware that you can select and choose your thoughts. And it is the quality of those thoughts and what they are in relation to that you use to create an emotional energy with. And that emotional energy is an effect of the quality and nature of the thoughts that you assemble in your awareness or with your awareness. When you can consciously and deliberately alter and change your thoughts, you will also begin to consciously and deliberately alter and change your emotional energy, which in turn affects changes in all human behavior. There is no human behavior that is exempt from the vibrations of emotion, except for those who are in control of their own thoughts and emotions. In other words, you can be yelling and screaming at somebody, and if they are in control of their thoughts and emotions, they will not be negatively influenced or impacted by that energy. When you can control your thoughts and emotions, and that's all you're here to learn to do, because the creative process is an effect of your thoughts and emotions. When you're able to control your thoughts and emotions consciously and deliberately, then the outside world plays far less of a role in influencing you, and you begin to assume a greater authority in how you will impact it. How you will change the world around you is dependent on the thoughts and emotions that you have. Most of the people on this planet right now are being organized and coordinated by events outside and external to them, manipulated and controlled unconsciously by thoughts, ideas, and emotions that are coming into the system, rather than becoming a conscious and intentional generator of thoughts and emotions and producing changes in the external system, which is the natural, normal, healthy way your being is constructed to create from the inside out. And when you understand this from practical experience, and the simplicity of thought creates emotion, creates changes in matter, you begin to liberate yourself. You begin to liberate yourself completely, fully, and totally from being subjective from the world. And the world now becomes your canvas. The emotions and thoughts you have are the brushes you use to paint the experiences of the world that you engage in on a moment-to-moment and day-to-day basis. And our goal here today with you in this meditation is to bring you into that sense of well-being that occurs as a result of being able to maintain your focus on the quality of thoughts and the quality of emotions that issue forth from those thoughts. Once you can experience your own ability to still your mind and quiet your body, when you begin to experience that, you'll begin to experience your real power as a creator, as a soul, as an awareness, as a being. The ability to quiet your mind, the ability to still your body, is the gateway to peace, the gateway to excitement, the gateway to playfulness. As equally as not controlling them is the gateway to suffering and pain and disappointment and feeling manipulated and feeling powerless. And our goal here today is to get you into the experience to some degree that you can quiet your mind. You can still your emotional energy just as effectively as you can choose to pick specific ideas and thoughts in your mind and generate an emotional energy that will excite you and empower you and enliven you. You do not have to remain subjective to pain and suffering, for you are the awareness that can direct the changes in the system that can produce exactly the state of being that is innately natural to who you are. And so in our meditation today, we will address this. We will address very specifically the simple and easy way to begin the process of liberating yourself from the world, and then offering yourself to the world as the gift that you came here as. For in truth, you are a gift of being, here to offer yourself to this world, but it must be done consciously. It must be done deliberately, mindfully. It is a choice of free will, but in order to have free will, you must be free of what you think. You must be free of this world in terms of what it thinks. Wow, that's a mouthful. And again, I'm excited with these beings. I call these guys the Divine Collective, and they come through from time to time. And what's really fascinating is just literally how simple it can be, how simple it can really be to actually begin to become aware of your thoughts. And there's an actual sequence, becoming aware of thoughts. And they tell me often, the moment you become aware of thoughts, you move yourself away from being subjective to them to a certain degree. Because with those thoughts, there are often emotions. And when you can move yourself by degree away from those emotions, you also move yourself by degree away from those thoughts. You also move yourself by degree away from those emotions, to the point where you're not attached to those thoughts. Therefore, you're not attached to the emotions that are connected to those thoughts. They sink back into your unconscious mind, not being amplified anymore the minute you take your awareness off them. Thank you. And on that understanding, I want to say that we are just about a week away. In fact, we are a week away from our first mediumship course of the late summer and fall season, our fall mediumship courses, which starts September the 5th with our first orientation. And in these courses, you will get introduced to how to sense the energies of the divine beings that are available for you, the guardian angels. The people that you think are dead are not dead. They just do not have a physical medium of expression. And when you understand how to connect to these different energies that are outside the normal range of your physical perception, they're not outside the range of your awareness, the perception of your awareness that you have as a soul, to be able to sense and feel energy, to be able to project your attention into a different point of time and space and feel or sense or know things that are there that don't require your physical senses. So we will cover this in our beginning course, which starts September the 5th, where you begin to learn how to sense energies, how to tune into these divine beings. And so this is also partially setting the stage for that. And the meditation today will give you an introduction, personal experience with recognizing the distinction between your thoughts and your emotions and your body, and how you can begin to influence them more consciously and deliberately. Way too many people, on this planet right now are so subjective to their thoughts, or the thoughts on television or radio from books. Too many humans are subjective to what they've been taught to believe to be true. And therefore, they're so indoctrinated into their own thought process of what they were given, they haven't learned how to question. And this meditation today is designed specifically to get you to the awareness that you are not the thoughts. You are the thinker. The awareness that you are not the emotions. You are the feeler. The knowingness that the body is simply an instrument through which you as an awareness can express yourself as a being. And this is a very exciting thing. Also want to say, if anybody wants to support the work that we do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, please consider becoming a member of our Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. We have a monthly Patreons only event. We also have a free question and answer that you get to ask every month. And also we do a draw at the beginning of each month for a free reading with me. So that's always exciting too. And we got some of the people here today that have had free readings. We also got some of our students here as well. But understand that until you can make a distinction between who you are and your thoughts, you are often bound, as most people are, to believe that the thoughts are what make you up. And the thoughts are not what you make you up. Thoughts are the identity, the collection of information stored in your brain through your 5 physical senses. And our goal today is to help you shift your perception into being as opposed to thought. Because once you can move into the awareness of being aware, you then have free will. Then you begin to have the possibility of creating the life and manifesting the conditions that you came here to express as a soul. Now, before we get into the meditation, we are going to do a little bit of questions and answers about what we're preparing to do today. Just to do a little quick synopsis here of this week. So on Monday, I love this. This is so much fun. On Monday, we covered the concept of isolation and becoming undistracted. The value of what is occurring on the planet today with all this lockdowns and mask wearing, and now they're going to have these little cubicles in schools. They even have cubicles at concerts now. This whole concept of isolation as being an opportunity for becoming undistracted and no longer entrapped or distracted by the outside world, but giving you the opportunity to turn inward, to become aware of that consciousness within you that is beating your heart right now. Because there's an intelligence in you that knows how to take an apple and turn it into blood and skin and bone, right? And that intelligence is within you. It's around you too. But if you don't know it's within you, you won't make the connection that the same thing within is the same thing without. And until you have that awareness, then you're not going to recognize. Most people that do not have that awareness in blame or attack or fear, right? Because they believe that something outside of themselves is causing the effects in their life. And the truth is, what's within us is causing the effects in our life. And the goal today will help you to get to that understanding. So on Monday, Shortcuts for Your Soul, we covered the idea of how the benefit of being isolated gives you a chance to reconnect to that source energy, that life force that at your command will do whatever you ask it to do. It'll open and close your hand for you. It will, help you pick up your mug and drink a bit of water. It'll let you walk down the street. It'll let you pick up the phone and call somebody. This energy within you that does as you ask it to do is always present with every single human being on this planet. The difference is, are you aware that you are able to ask it? Are you aware you are able to ask it very specifically and precisely to do certain things? So getting connected internally. On Wednesday, we covered the concept of why so many humans suffer today. And and on Wednesday it was this male being called himself the highest self, and he said that caring was one of the fundamental things of learning how to actually care very precisely and meticulously about all the things, people, and circumstances in our life, to have a deep feeling of compassion and caring and kindness towards the world around you, towards the things around you, towards the people around you, towards everything you do and be, to have a deep sense of caring. And if you want to go back and watch that video, I highly recommend it. Understanding the concept of caring was really well articulated in that. So understanding that the way you do everything and the quality of emotional that you do things with, the quality of emotion, which is energy, the quality of energy that you do everything with, really has an impact on how your life is experienced as an experience. And that was Wednesday. And then yesterday on Shortcuts, we had Alan Watts come through, then he was discussing the concept of freedom and the unknown. And that was really fascinating. I want to thank the gentleman who suggested that we call Alan Watts in to come through yesterday, which was really amazing. And the concept of freedom coming from the unknown, right? Because most of what we know from our past, in our memories, most people try to live their life from what they know. So that very few people experience the same thing over and over again. Very few people experience new and dynamic change in life, because you cannot experience anything new from what you already know. You cannot experience new events or opportunities from what you already know. You have to change what you know to change what you end up experiencing, which brings us up to where we are today. The idea that once you know you are the thinker and not your thoughts, once you know you are the consciousness that generates an emotional charge by the quality of your thoughts, that you now move into the role of responsibility of becoming a creator being, one that is here then to contribute to the development and growth not only of yourself, but also of the other beings on this planet that you share this experience of being on this planet with. Because whenever you are changing dynamically and growing, it influences and affects the people and circumstances and events around you all the time. And when you're doing that consciously from a perspective of not having to know everything, but being in a state of joy and letting your being state of joy direct your actions, is very different than being in a state of fear and allowing that fear to direct your actions. We can see very clearly the distinction between how people function when they're behaving from an emotion of fear or an emotion of love. We can really clearly see that on the planet today. Fear creates separation. Fear creates anger. It creates attack, blame, guilt, shame. Whereas love creates connection and integration and joy and excitement and playfulness and fun, right? They're different energies, but we have to consciously select and choose them, or we let somebody else choose it for us. Somebody else gives you an idea, you accept that idea, oh, be scared, or you accept that idea, be happy. And hopefully you'll get more good ideas from the people around you than bad ideas if you haven't learned to choose your own thoughts. So it's very important to become conscious and articulate enough to choose your own thoughts, generating a reality that you came here to generate. You as a soul that's hearing me right now knows that you came here to generate an expression of your being that would add to the overall experience of love and goodness into this physical dimension. The challenge many of you face is understanding how to separate yourself from everything you've been taught to believe about life and reconnecting yourself to what you know about yourself as a being, so that you can articulate that expression and give to the world that which you are. Wonderful. Thank you. Now then, the other way you can contribute to the work that we do here is through the communications box here. The comments, you can use the super chats. There's going to be a lot of questions today, and when they come, it's very important. If you want a question to be answered, if I can't get to it if you super chat it, it will get my immediate attention. I'll be able to prioritize that question right away because I get a notification here. So let's go up here. What time are we at in here, Spirit? Okay, so it's 11:53. We got 35 minutes. They tell me the meditation is going to take about 12 to 15 minutes. So we got about 18 minutes of Q&A that we can do here. Okay, 18, so 14. So we got about 15 minutes of Q&A here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to leave a few minutes after the meditation to take a few more questions and share some experiences that you have had with the meditation that we're going to do. Meditation, by the way, is something that is an integral part of the courses, our meditation courses. Meditation is essential. We teach all of our students how to, even if you've never meditated a day in your life, you come into our beginners program. By the end of the third week, you're meditating for almost up to an hour a day. And we have not found anybody that could not do this yet. We have not encountered anybody that did not achieve that result, that did not achieve a result of greater peace of mind, greater clarity, greater calm, greater focus. So that's meditation is very important. It's literally the lifeblood of your soul. Meditation, oh, I like that. Meditation is the lifeblood of your soul. I'm going to write that down. Excuse me. Very important concept. Meditation is the lifeblood of the soul. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. You know, when you learn to tap into these other realms of consciousness that you cannot see with your eyes, you cannot hear with your ears, but you can see with your inner eye, you can see with your inner hearing, you can know from within yourself what information is available to us all, and is available to us all. It's not available to just some. It's available to communication line that's always there. Very few people have learned how to pick up the receiver and dial the number or connect to it, right? Once you learn how to connect to source energy, all information is available to anybody. Okay, thank you. We're just going to scroll back up to the top here, and we'll start at the beginning of the beginning. Good morning, everybody. Again, as you know, we just hit the ground running here. They don't want to waste any time or anybody's time. We hit the ground running, and that's how you want to wake up every day. You want to hit the ground running, so that you're into life and you're doing your being. Yeah. Thank you so much. Right, we're over there. So we'll come like that just a bit more, bring a little more light into the picture for us, guys. Okay, so let's see here. Hi, Lawrence. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, new people. Patricia. Hi, Nicole. Drusilla. Good to see everybody. Yeah, I'll go there. Thank you very much. We'll scroll down here. Questions. Lots of good morning, good morning, good morning. Question from Terry. Hi, Terry. Let's see your question here. Terry's asking, my dog Trevor is experiencing extreme itching on the belly, legs, and ears. What is he trying to communicate? I'm giving him Benadryl, but I don't want to continue that route. Wow. I don't know why they're saying this. They're saying vitamin D. I don't know anything about dog. I'm not a veterinarian. I just received this information. So that's the first words they came. They said something about vitamin D and light. Those two things, vitamin D and light, is what is needed. So whatever way that works for you, please let us know, Terry. Let us know what happened. Also, they're saying if you reduce the amount of concern you have around the itching, you may physically interact with your dog from the vibration of your own calmness, being calm with your animal and delighted in your love of it, and allow it to feel that energy from you, and that will shift that energy in it. Thank you, Terry. That's a great question. Wonderful. We don't often get dog questions like that. I think that's the first dog question that we've gotten like that. We have a question from Lysandra. Any message from my sister's dog, Nyla? She passed a few days. It's funny. The first thing, I don't know what a dog laugh sounds like, but there was a barking sound that was articulate, like an excited sound that dogs make. That's the first thing I got. Something about the excitement of being with them still. The excitement of they're saying they like to hang out by the left foot most. They love the left, just behind the left foot most. Again, I don't know what that means or why, but that's what the vibrational energy that are communicating right now for your friend. Again, it's an exciting sound. We have a little tiny dog. Whenever anything exciting happens around her, she does something similar to that, probably in a different tone than the one I'm hearing from your dog. But wow, 2 dog questions in a row. It's a dog day Saturday. Okay, let's see what we got here from another question from Kibitron K. Breton 64. Which angel can help me with meditation? And they're saying, just wait. In a few minutes, you will understand this. Wow. So just wait for the meditation day. But is there a specific name you could give them at this time that would help them? They're saying it'll be unnecessary, for you'll experience that yourself. You are the angel that you are seeking in this case. In the process of learning meditation, is important that you understand that you must willingly and volitionally partake in a process of experiencing your own ability to quiet your mind and body. Why would you defer that responsibility to us when you are fully capable of stilling your mind and quieting your body? You are fully capable. And today, if you are willing, you will know this to be true. Thank you. Who's touching me back in the neck right now? Okay, yeah. Archangel Gabriel is saying that just behind you on the right side, he just light tap on you just to pay attention that there are others that are with you but will not do it for you. There are those that are with you, but they will not do it for you. They're saying that's called codependence. Walk through the process that you'll learn from this one today, and you'll understand. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. Nicole is asking a question. Saint Germain came in my meditation last night, 11 p.m., like lighting energy. Any messages for me? He said, you got the message. He's saying he's actually surprised that you're asking. He says, you got the message. Why are you looking for it among your past thoughts when it is in your heart? He's saying you can actually go into your heart right now and feel the meaning of his message in your physical heart. To feel the meaning of his message in your physical heart. For this is what the issue was. It was an issue of the heart, he says. Yes. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, let's go here. Okay, I'm going to scroll up here. And I got a question from Lauren. Thank you for that question. Lauren, was I sexually abused when I was asleep in my bed when I was 15? Wow, there's 3 things that came up immediately from them. There are other levels of being on which you exist that do not include this physical plane, although your physical body will register experiences that you will have through different elements of time and space and will interpret them at the level at which it exists. The direct answer to your question is not in the sense that you believe you were. By that, we mean it is important you understand that your body will interpret experience in very precise ways. Yes. They're saying the first thing is there was something that physically interacted with your body at that time. Secondly, that physical interaction was one that was thought of by you before. This is a thought form that you manifested. The third element is that you were awakening your body. You were awakening your body to who you are as a physical being. The definition of your sexual being in the physical form was awakened by you then. You awoke that and brought that forth. You brought that forth at that time, the recognition of your sexual awareness. Wow. Wow. Let us know what how that gets translated for you. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate that. Just gonna. Wow. We got a question from Victorious. What does my higher self want me to know? Okay, they're saying to say the same thing to you that they said to 64 there, that during the meditation, what you need to know you will receive. They're saying pay close attention to what you're going to feel through the middle. And they're motioning to me that through the middle is literally feeling the energy down the middle of your physical body during the meditation day, becoming aware of that. The message will be contained in the sensation. Cool. Thank you so much. Sometimes you have to try 3 times. A question from I am. Any message from Jesus on the how to be a strong healing force? Wow, it's funny. He wants to say this to you right now. By becoming more articulated in who you are, recognizing you do not have to become that which you already are. You must simply acknowledge that you are that which you are. When you acknowledge that you are a strong and powerful healing force, that is what you are, not your body, not your thoughts, but you are a powerful healing force. In the awareness of that vibration, you may bring forth that vibration into this world. Your disconnection is in the denial of what you are, not in your abilities to be what you are, but the denial of what you are. Please understand this. When you accept what you are, you can bring that forth. But you have things in your body and in your mind that are in denial of who you are. And you cannot resolve them because you keep thinking you are your body and your mind. When you make the distinction between who you are, there will be no question about your abilities or what you may or may not do. Wow. Great question, I am. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Yes. Question from Kate here. Asking on behalf of Alina, could you please give her any information about her health? Thank you so much. And Aline, thanks you very much for yesterday's message. You're welcome, and you're welcome. Yeah, the words they're saying immediately are, it is the question of her health relates exactly to what we have just said before. It is important you understand that if you do not recognize the position that you have in relation to your mind and body, then there will always be a question, a doubt, as to whether or not you have any control at all over your life. For any of you, if there's any doubt, it is only because you are not in truth of who you are. You are in this body and mind as if it is you. You have forgotten your authority over it. And in the remembrance of your authority over it, there will be no doubt as to what you can or cannot do. Your health is an extension of who you are being. And if you are being what you are conditioned to think you are, if you are being this limited thing that you were told to be, then you will experience your being as limited. But when you can step outside of this thing and remember who you are, there'll be no more doubt about you or your health. Your health will become you and is you as you are choosing to be. Thank you so much, Kate. Love that question. Wow. Thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Thank you. A question from I Am Universe. I love that. My 3D programming runs deep and presents as a profound heaviness subconsciously. How can I clear this heaviness? Thank you. This is a fascinating thing. Again, I can speak from personal experience as well on this one. Yes, okay, I will. They're going to give you an answer in a second. Understand the language you use is very important. Heaviness. You can literally let your heaviness go. Your heaviness is not who you are. It's an energy that you hold on. It's usually if it's felt as just a sensation of heaviness, it's unconscious, stored in the body. If you're not aware of why the hell is this happening to me, the minute we hear people say that, we know the person is dealing with an unconscious program or belief system. And the minute you know it's unconscious, well, then it's just a matter of either changing the unconscious or producing a conscious idea that's greater in strength and amplitude than the old idea, which you'll learn to experience some of that today. We're going to get into that. Again, you're all going to experience something different that you need to experience during the meditation day. This is so important. The experience is the teacher. Our words will only give you information, but your experience of that information is what will truly allow you to shift your consciousness. The experience is what you will learn from. Joe Lewin, I just want to say, I'm going to answer this question because they have told me to, and also that it's important you understand that your vibrations are something that you control with your attention. You control your vibration with your attention. So people get triggered into suffering or fear or something, and they focus, how do I get rid of this pain? How do I get rid of my pain? While you're stuck in the vibration of pain, trying to figure out how to get rid of it, you won't get rid of it. Move your attention off into the vibration of joy. Even if you start pretending to laugh right now, your body chemistry will change instantly. And when you know that you as an awareness control your mind and body, you're free. So keep your vibrations high. Like literally, even if you smile right now, you start moving around, you're going to change the vibrational chemistry of your body. And in order for that to happen, you have to tell the body to smile. You have to tell the body to move around differently. And once you're doing that, now you are starting to command the system rather than being subjective to its programming. So even when you're dealing with individuals who are feeling this intense, heavy, negative, depressed energy, even if they, for any length of time, get excited to smile, they'll feel in that moment of smiling, that even the moving of excitement, they'll feel the depression chemistry changing. But a lot of you are addicted to your chemistry. A lot of you are addicted to your chemistry. Our goal is to help you break all that down. Thank you so much. We've got about 4 minutes left. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Terry. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. We got a question from Manoj. I've got thyroid problems. May I know what caused it and how I can restore it back to normal? Also, do I need to change anything in my diet? They're saying yes to the diet. Again, they keep leaning, in your case, towards raw. They're saying that, towards raw. I got it. Thank you. Raw. As for the other one, your thyroid problem, remember, is chemically manifested. Remember, changes in matter. Emotion is the fifth state of energy, and it organizes matter. Most people are unconscious of the emotional energy they got running on all the time in their subconscious field and in their chemistry. So why am I feeling this way? The minute you find yourself asking yourself that question, why am I feeling this way? It's because you have encountered an unconscious emotional energy based on an acquired belief system. The minute you change the acquired belief system, or you add a new belief system in, you will change the old emotional energy. Tap dance around a bit. Read a happy book. Thank you so much. But yeah, okay, I will. I promise. Yeah, they're saying with your thyroid, you keep telling it is a problem. When was the last time you told the consciousness in your thyroid how much you love and appreciate what it does for you? Can you imagine working for somebody your entire life? Working for somebody for your entire life, and all they've done is criticized you and found something wrong with you and not appreciated you? How well would you be functioning? So we would say simply to you to take the time to appreciate the wonderful work of your thyroid and how beautiful and exquisitely it organizes the chemistry. Give it the appreciation and the love that it deserves for the efforts it continually puts out on your behalf every moment of your physical existence. Many of you do not appreciate your bodies or the organs in your body, and you wonder why they get distracted and disturbed. Wouldn't you be distracted and disturbed if you were around a bunch of people and they all ignored you? Learn to love your bodies, please. Learn to love all of your body, and you'll be surprised. And you do not love it with just words or thoughts. You can love it with food and water and sunlight and action. Wow. Thank you for that, Manoj. Really appreciate it. Oh, wow. This is awesome, guys. Question from Marion. This will be the last question before the meditation, and we'll have a time for a few questions after we finish the meditation. This question is from Marion. I often don't have specific questions to ask, and I just feel supported and just talk up to my guides. Do they hear me? Would they prefer I ask questions about anything and everything? This is a great question for you, Marion. And they're saying you can ask questions about very specific things, not anything and everything. Ask questions about things that are specific to your desire to express your being here. What do I need to be doing with my life right now? Ask for specific questions. Do I need to get up and go for a walk? Do I need to drink some water? Ask specific questions that require specific answers so that you can build a relationship with your guides and angels. A lot of people don't realize your guides, your angels, these ascended masters are individuals like you and I. They are individuals. They require we build a relationship with them. You don't walk up to some person on the street and say, hey, you want to go to bed with me? No. You get to know them. You get to build a relationship with them. You have to learn to build a relationship with these divine beings, your guardian angels. You got to learn to build a relationship with them, just like you build relationships with people in this physical dimension. So cultivate a relationship with them. Hey, what would be a good thing? What would you like to do right now with me? Oh, let's go for a walk in the woods, and maybe the fairies will start talking to you. But start asking questions that build your relationship. Build a relationship. You know, it's like going out. You don't go up to somebody on the street and say, "Here, give me $10,000." No, you don't. You get to know that person. Maybe one day, if you need the money, they might give it to you because they care about you. You build a relationship. Remember, whether it's a physical relationship or a non-physical relationship with these multidimensional, higher vibrational beings, and I stress higher vibrational beings, because you can be in a vibrational energy that attracts lower vibrational entities of anger that are fear-based. You want to stay high vibrational, and that's something you have to learn to do. You learn to be afraid, you learn to be in joy. Those are two choices. You can be terrified, you can be filled with joy. You got a choice. You have to learn to choose your choice. Choose your choice. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to get ready for the meditation now. I'm just going to move this up to here and just remove that from there. So again, the goal on this meditation is very simple, and we like simple. Getting to the awareness that your body and your mind are your servants and not your master. That you are not the body. You have a body. You are not the thoughts and the emotions. You have thoughts and emotions. You also can create thoughts and create new emotions. And this is really fascinating. But in order to get to that awareness, because our goal today is to get you to the awareness that you are not your thoughts, the awareness that you are not your emotions, the awareness that you are not the body. These are instruments that you use in the expression of your creative experience here, in your ability to express your creative energies consciously and intelligently in time and space. And so we're going to begin with this simple process of we're going to ask you to breathe. And we're going to ask you to breathe very simply and very deeply, deep down in your belly, and fill your belly in through your nose. If you can't breathe in through your nose, because we've heard there are some people that don't believe they can breathe through their nose. So you want to breathe deeply into the body. Fill your lungs completely. Hold the breath, and literally hold the breath for a few seconds and allow your body to feel the tension of what happens when you're holding breath. And if you let that tension increase, your body starts feeling a little anxious because now it's not in charge anymore. When you're holding your breath and your body starts saying, how long do I have to hold my breath for? It starts feeling anxious. It's suddenly realizing it's not in control. And that's a scary thing for the body, but it's not for you. So breathe in deeply, hold your breath for just long enough to feel the tension build and a little bit of anxiousness with the breathing. And then when you feel a little bit of the anxiousness around the breathing, exhale. So we're going to walk through 3 breaths like that together right now. And after each breath, allow yourself to experience what happens in your body when it relaxes, when you let that breath go. So let's take a slow, deep breath together. And gently exhale. And just feel how the body relaxes when you let that air out of it. Now let's take another slow, deep breath, just like that one. And then hold it. And then exhale, allow the body to relax. And then breathe in again, slowly and deeply. Hold it. And then exhale. And then just let your body assume its natural breathing rhythm. And as it does that, just feel the vibration of how the body feels being more relaxed. If you need to take another slow, deep breath to allow the muscles in your body to relax deeper, you may do so. And as you do that, move your awareness into the space in the middle of your head. Move your awareness into the space in the middle of your head. And just become aware of all the thoughts, images, sounds, and sensations you're aware of in that space. And imagine you can now breathe that air into your head. Draw a breath and fill your head with air. Imagine you can just draw the air up into your head and expand the space in your head. And exhale. And again, draw a breath up into the space in the middle of your head. And this time, as you exhale, exhale all the thoughts and images out of your head. And very gently, just make this sound in your mind. Just let all the thoughts and emotions in your mind become still and quiet. Just make that sound again. You're like the teacher in a classroom. Asking everybody to be quiet and still. And feel how the stillness in your mind, to whatever degree it is at this time, feel how that stillness is affecting your body. Now imagine you can breathe that stillness into every molecule of your body. And as you exhale, breathe that stillness into the space around your body. And then breathe the stillness down from your head, down into your body again. And as you exhale, exhale the space of stillness into the space around your body. If there's any noises or distractions or thoughts still in your mind, just gently make that sound again. Now allow yourself to be aware of how you feel, observing the quietness of your mind and your body at the same time. Observe them both and how you feel as an awareness. Anytime a thought or an emotion comes up, just make that sound very gently. You're simply teaching your mind and body to follow your conscious instructions. Give your body and mind permission to go deeper. You may use your breath to bring them deeper by drawing a breath in and exhaling out and allowing them to go deeper. Being aware of how you feel as an awareness in this present state. You are the thinker, not the thoughts. You are the feeler, not the feelings. Take a moment to communicate your love and your gratitude to your physical body. Communicate your love and gratitude to your physical body, even if you do not understand why it is the way it is. Communicate your love and gratitude to it. And feel the change in energy when you do that. And again, using your breath, communicate your love and gratitude to your body. And feel how the body responds. Be aware of the change in how you are feeling as an awareness. And then very gently breathe into your body and draw your awareness back into the body with your breath, bringing your awareness into the body, feeling how it feels as you breathe yourself back into it. And just be aware of the change in the energy in your body and in your mind and in your emotional energy. Just be aware of the difference you're experiencing at this time. It's going to be unique to each of you individually, depending on the level of your awareness and how far you let yourself go. And bring yourself back to this present moment. And just notice the change to now. This is a change that you initiated by following and carrying out those instructions to the best of your ability. And what's important isn't what we have done, but what you have experienced by the very nature of how you interacted with your system, even if you were guided to this degree and extent. What's important to understand is that there's a change in your experience because of your participation in your own process. Not because of what we've done, but what you have done. This is important to understand. Okay. So that again, allowing all that energy and information that comes through that process to be downloaded into your system. Because remember, whenever you shift your consciousness, you quiet your mind, you quiet your body, whenever you do that, you as an awareness that's connected to other levels of consciousness, energy, and information, as well as the other beings that are on the same frequency that you are, you start to download information into the system. Once you can access a different communications array, right, which is what you do with your awareness. Your awareness is that aspect of you that can tap into non-physical dimensions, sensations, different points of time and space. Again, these are all things that everybody can learn to do, and it's natural. Who you are as a being is not confined to a physical body, although you use that physical body to express your individuality through that one form, but you're not limited to the one form. Very important to understand. Yes, I get that. Okay, so let's see where we are now. This is wonderful. So please share what you are experiencing as a result of the meditation. Please share what you are experiencing as a result of the meditation. Yes, I understand that. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna go for another 5 minutes. We're gonna take 5 minutes more questions, and please share the shift or change in your awareness, and in the awareness of your body, and in the awareness of your thoughts. Did your thoughts get quieter, more peaceful when you made that? Did you feel how the nervous system changed in response to your command to it? Because it's really about understanding that when you give specific instructions to your mind and body, that they will comply, right? They will do exactly what you want. Even if what you're doing is not good for them, they'll still do it. Your body is your servant, as is your mind. So let's see. Yeah, everybody does ask such great questions. Hi, Jenny. Just for those of you that are new here today, remember, when you go to write a question, write the word question and then your question following that, because I'm working with my biology right now, and they have to work through and with my biology in order to communicate in physical words to you. So going through my nervous system, I need triggers like that word, that statement, question, allows my physical eyes to pick up that light vibration so that I know there's a question and I can read the question and they can respond to it. So thank you. I'm not sure how to process that. That's okay. Go over it again, Lauren. Go over the replay a little later. Yes, I understand that. Thank you. Sorry, I'm just having communication with them because I'm looking at certain questions. They're saying, don't answer this question, do answer this question. So we're going to bring this one up from Lawrence. I had an out-of-body experience and experienced the sun as a great being with pure, infinite, and powerful and unconditional love. Could you expand on who or what the sun actually is? This is a great question, and you just answered the question. It's exactly what the sun is. It's a far more physically, its physical body represents the quality and expansion of its consciousness as an awareness, as a being. The sun is a unique individual being that is like you in your physical body. Your physical body represents the level of your consciousness and what you're able to express as a being in individual form, as the sun is a consciousness that physical being is represented by that physical being. Remember, the sun is 1,000,000 times bigger than the earth. The consciousness of that sun is vast. And I have great relationship with the sun. When I move my awareness into it and I want to receive guidance and information, it's profound. But you can only receive information at the level that you're at. Look, a rock or even this glass here has a level of conscious awareness to it that can only manifest and express according to the mechanism that is moving through. But as the consciousness changes, the mechanism evolves. So you are in that wonderful physical body in which you find yourself because your consciousness has evolved through experience to this state of expression and being. Now, that's why I love to move my awareness into the sun or into a planet or into another star, to something greater than I, so that I can expand who I am and then articulate the changes. That's why I talk to my guides and angels all the time. They know more, they experience more, they're more expanded being than I am. So I love going to smarter people, smarter beings. More expanded knowledge is where you're going to learn more knowledge. You're not going to learn it from the same books, the same people, the same events. You need to move your awareness into opportunities where you're acquiring information that's outside of what you know, which is what Alan Watts talked about yesterday when he was saying you have to go into the unknown to know anything new. That most people don't understand that, but you have to go into what you don't know to know more. You have to go into what you don't know, not what you do know. You'll never get anything new out of what you already know. So anyway, that's a great question. It's funny how that one thing leads to another here, right? Yeah, thank you for your contribution. I really appreciate that, Lawrence. We got a question here from Lydia. Hi, Lydia. Where are you? The question it was supposed to pop up on the screen. There's Lawrence. There's Lydia. Okay, here we go. Gotcha. Does my higher self have any guidance for me regarding me being the only one in my family who does not wear a mask because of my beliefs? They're saying your family has nothing to do with your beliefs other than the ones you have accepted from them. What is important for you to understand is that you honor and respect your beliefs. This is not about a mask. This is about a quality of your being that you're choosing to articulate. It has nothing to do with your body. It has to do with your being. You can choose to see it as a rebellious act against a system imposing itself upon you, or you can say there's a system out there that's doing certain things, and I am choosing to be free as a consciousness. It's not about you demonstrating anything. It's about you being that which you are choosing to be. This has nothing to do with your family or the world around you. Who are you choosing to be? Everybody is choosing to be what they are being. And you are choosing the concept of freedom is what we understand you are choosing. You are choosing to be free. But that is not just a physical expression. That is a state of your being. And if you are feeling restricted emotionally, if you're feeling restricted in any way, you are not being the freedom you are seeking to be by your act. The sense of your freedom does not require any validation from this world. It is what you are being. And when you are being free, there is nothing that can make you be anything else. Wow. Thank you for that question, Lydia. That was beautiful. It was a great question. Got a question from Heather. Hello, Heather. There's two things that have happened. He's saying, one, you may choose to allow me to be in control as much as you have chosen to allow the world to be in control, or you can choose to be as I am. You can choose to be that which I am, which you are. And in choosing to be that which you are what you are. Do you understand this? This is an important question you have asked. For you are that which you are seeking. I am that you are. Wow. Thank you so much for that question, Heather. So again, I'm going to throw in my 2 cents worth about that too. Your healing gifts are released the minute you are released. The minute you know you are a healer, the minute you know you can transmit love, you can transmit light to any point of time and space by the mere presence of the idea, it is done unto you. It is done onto you the moment you conceive it. Thou art whole and complete and perfect. Wherever you are, that is what you are. And when you know this, time and space simply become instruments of that which you already are. Your healing gifts have never been imprisoned. It is your choice to liberate them or not. You can imprison them or not. Wow, thank you so much. That's lovely. You're welcome, Nicole. You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome, Christina. Thank you so kindly. Appreciate that. Wonderful. That's great. Some people, again, each of us, as an individual, we all experience the transformation in our consciousness and our energy in the way that we are. So you might meet, when I talk to Master Jesus or Metatron, what they know is so far beyond what I know, but I do not feel small in comparison to them. I recognize they are at a state of expansion of consciousness that I am not, but that doesn't make me less any more than an adult. Because they can walk, it makes the child less because the child cannot walk. The child is the child. And you understand that each and every one of us is at a level of being that's appropriate to what we are being at the time. When you come into the awareness that you have choice, conscious choice, over what thoughts you shall think, therefore what emotions you shall create, and what actions you shall do, then that's a choice. That's where freedom begins, when you are conscious of your ability to choose your thoughts. And in choosing so, you can also choose the quality of your emotions. You can give attention to anything and you will feed it with your light. Your attention is light directed. Your attention is light directed. And you can direct your light to suffering, and you can direct your light to wholeness. You may direct your light to anything. You are free to do this. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, of course. Again, I'm going to reiterate, if you want to support the work I do here, please become a member of my Patreon page. It's patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. We donate 20% of everything that comes in. We've already given money to rescue.org. Let's see, where's the link? I'll put the link up here. So we donate. You can either donate to my Patreon page, or you can even donate to these guys here. Let's see, there it is. OurRescue.org, and it's an organization that goes out and rescues children from organ harvesting, the sex slave trade, and other things. It's basically liberating these little ones that are being inappropriately utilized, and we support this. So, and anything you can either donate to them directly, or if you become a member of my Patreon page, or whatever you donate here on YouTube through the super chats. We give 20% of everything to this organization. That's an organization that's close to my heart personally, because of what I went through as a child between ages 7 and 12. So you can consider donating that, but you can also donate to my Patreon page, and know that 20% of everything you donate will go to that group there. I think we're just about here. Oh, you're very welcome, Heather. I know. And that's really, thank you. I want to say thank you to all of you for your questions, because you have no idea the gift a question offers to anybody that's watching, that might have the question somewhere in the back of their mind, or they're too afraid to ask the question, and you speak it for them. You give a gift. When you ask a question, you give a gift to everybody, including yourself. I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful. We'll take one more question here. Where is that? I thought I saw a question just up there. There we go. I see that. Okay. So this is a question from Vijaya. Please give me your word on my relationship with Rose Abel. Give me your word. Wow, they're saying, what word would you have us give you on this relationship that you yourself would not pronounce upon it? What word would you pronounce upon your relationship with this one? For your word will become manifest, and is manifest. If you are dissatisfied with that which you are experiencing, then change the word. Change your word, for your word is manifest for all of you, not simply for you, but for all of you. Your word becomes manifest. And the word is unspoken before it is spoken. It is unfelt before it is felt. But your word is spoken in your awareness. Thank you. Hearing them just say that, it makes me think that when I choose a thought, the moment I choose a thought, I'm giving the word life. I'm giving the word life when I give it my attention. And when I say to you, I love you, when I say to you, I am so grateful for your being here, I take that word that was unmanifest, and through the speaking of it, I give it matter. The matter, I love you, and I honor you, and I respect you, and I cherish you. To give the word flesh. Wow. Wow. You guys have been great today. And it's been a really fun supernatural Saturday for me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Go back over the videos we went over this week. Like, if you understand, if you go over the 3 videos we did this week on Monday, and also please remember to subscribe to the channel, share the video, share the information with other people. Don't keep it to yourself. Humanity needs these vibrations and information that's coming through many channels, and including yourself. It's important. Share this video. Get people engaged consciously in their own creative potential. Get people encouraged in waking themselves up from the deep sleep of mind body. It is time to awaken all of us to that potential of being that we always are. But to know that you are is the goal. Know thyself. You can know yourself as a body. You can know yourself as thoughts, or you can know yourself as awareness, limitless being. Yes, I'm just trying to see. We go over this, go over there. Oh, yes. So thank you for that question. I really appreciate it. Where did I hide it? There you are. You're up there. So if there aren't any further questions, I'm going to say have a wonderful and a joyful day, everybody, because it's an amazing life we have. It really, really is. And we get to create it, and we are. We can create from love, or we can create from fear. Whatever one you hold your heart will be dear, right? It can be either or. I prefer and. I can choose my life to be this and this and this and this, love and joy and peace and harmony. And have fun with that. And we will see you next time when on Monday on Shortcuts for Your Soul. Also, if you want to book a reading with me, go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. You can book a reading with me. They're very exciting. We always have fun, and there's incredible things that happen during that too. So have yourselves a joyful day. And this is going to be very interesting. Much love. Bye for now.